go. Alright. Spawning down here in the bottom right, we've got Killj representing minutes per action. Trying to get a win right now. Right now minutes per action is down 2-0. And spawning down here in the bottom left side, we've got MPA representing the militia force and Fever. So we'll see what's going to happen in this game. Hopefully Killj can get a win for MPA. MPA desperately needing a win right now. MPA saying...
You like to see it stay and keep interesting. You want to... Obviously, we're going to play the games out, but if it's still up in the air who's going to win the series, you play a little bit harder, I think.
Right. Right. MPA actually saying that versus T is his worst matchup, so Killj might be getting a little bit of a confidence boost from that. We'll see.
Post positions will make this interesting as well. This is a big map, but this spawn negates a little bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't actually remember seeing Terran versus Protoss on close positions on this map, so it should be really good for, I mean, a lot of the time you'll see Terrans going for like Hellbat drops. I mean, drops are going to be able to get to MPA's base really fast, but we'll see what Killj decides to do.
I feel like these close positions can be a little tricky for the person lower left as well, because the natural for the lower right is going to provide a little bit better vision, whereas the lower left player is going to have to deal with stuff in his main if any sort of drops come in right away, and I think the approach just changes a little bit. You a fan of Whirlwind?
It's an alright map. It's, I don't know. I don't like playing against Zerg on this map, I know that. But Killj, I expected him to get a Reaper there, but he's actually electing to get a Marine. So maybe he'll get a Reaper right after that, or maybe he's just going to go straight into Factory.
It's interesting because he's getting the Marine, but he's also taking gas. Now he's getting another barracks.
So maybe he's
what
going
does
for...
he have planned?
And we see a reactor go down. Maybe he's just going for a really big Marine push early on. MPA taking his second gas. Cybercore just about finished and then scouting out with his first probe. Killj actually never sent a scout out, so he has no idea where MPA is. Whereas MPA is going to find out where Killj is shortly.
Looks like Numpa's going for a second gateway as well, so for his expand. I wonder if he's got some pressure in mind.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose this is really confusing for people on stream. Killj is the same color as my logo for Fever. Oh, crap. Crap, he picked green. Come on, Killj. You're killing me. I can't change it. Oh well.
He didn't pick green, he picked camouflage.
Yeah, apparently.
Every advantage you can get.
So people watching stream, Killj is not representing Fever. We lucked out on the color. But anyway, Killj finally gets his scout out. He's going to find MPA's base, while at the same time, MPA sending that stalker out. And actually only 4 Marines here. He's going to want to pull back as soon as he sees those Marines.
Oh, the Marauder's about to pop though too, so... Looks like he just kind of walked that stalker in too. That might not have been the best move.
Yeah. Does take a little bit of hull damage on that stalker, but he does get it away. Meanwhile, MPA's continuing stalker production. That SCV... I don't know if Killj didn't realize that he saw the base, because that's still... Yeah, that's still set, queued up to go around the map.
So it looks like it's going to be combat shields first and a couple Marauders. I think early pressure is the only reasonable scenario here from Killj.
Yeah, with MPA already having his Nexus on the way, I mean, generally as a Terran player, you want to be expanding before the Protoss player. So...
does open up an interesting time here once combat shields finishes. I would like to see concussive shells finish before he goes out, but I mean he's going to have a period here where he has a whole lot more units if he uses it wisely, if Killj uses it. Yeah.
Now MPA, he wants to do some aggression, but with seeing that there's no CC there, I think he's going to have to back off, because he's got to know there's a lot of units right up this ramp. Yeah, and actually moving in, he's going to lose a couple of stalkers here. Actually only loses 1 stalker, the second one just barely getting away.
Place where concussive shells is useful.
Numpa actually canceling that Nexus that he had coming down.
Getting himself a robotics facility and a couple more gateways.
Throwing down 3 more gates and a robo. I mean, he might just want to all in here and just go for a huge push, but he knows that Killjoy is only on 1 base. So, I mean, I don't know if that's the best decision in this situation.
A bit of an overreaction. Looks like Killjay's pushing out. If he does, he's going to get there with not a whole lot of building capacity up from Numpaw. It's going to be kind of the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, I guess
Numpaw might want to consider getting some sentries up.
Yeah, Numpaw could have gotten that defensively, I guess, in response to not seeing so many units from Killjay. But, I mean, just a couple of sentries will be able to hold this off, because Killjay isn't even close to getting a good force field there.
Looks like Killjay's expanding behind it, though, so maybe he doesn't need to do that much damage.
Yeah, he did
it anyways, though.
I mean, he did force Numpaw to cancel that CC, and then now he's doing tons of damage with this with these units. Numpaw just keeps force fielding a little bit too high up the ramp, so these units are still able to get vision. There he force fields a little bit lower, and a couple of Marines getting up. He should be able to warp in just a bunch of Zealots or something to deal with this. And there we go, 3 Zealots.
It looks like Killjay's kind of dropped his production off a little bit as he extends behind this, so I don't think this pressure can last much longer.
Yeah, Killjay might be a little too forced on this this attack.
He's also focus firing a pylon, which probably isn't the best move.
Yeah,
not going to get it.
I mean, he did notice that there was a bunch of buildings on 1 pylon, but yeah, when there's units in front of you like that, you're just letting the Protoss get free damage off on your army.
I understand the temptation. You see that Artosis pylon and you think, maybe I can knock this offline and maybe push it the other way, but you got to be a little bit more conscious of who's in front of you rather than
Killjay,
what's powering what, I think.
I think Killjay is actually off by 1 hex on this this command center.
Yeah, you're right.
So he's going to want to lift that off and correct that. Meanwhile, pushing out with a couple of units. Right now, Numpaw's got a little bit of an army, but Killjay actually doesn't have stim yet. But these stalkers are going to melt pretty quick, and Killjay needs to micro versus these zealots. These zealots are just getting huge amounts of damage done on this army.
He shouldn't be focusing down that sentry in the mortal, I don't think. Yeah. He microed, but kind of in the wrong direction there.
Yeah, focus firing. I mean, when there's zealots beating away on your army, you've got to move. You can't let zealots just have free reign on your units.
Especially when you're so marine heavy, you don't really care that much about what the Immortal's doing.
Right. Meanwhile, Numpaw just going to push up here, and I don't think
are going to be tough.
They're going to take care of the zealots pretty quick, but there's still stalkers and an Immortal back here. I mean, Killjay doesn't have anything to deal with this. Numpaw with the offensive GG there.
The Manor GG.
Yeah.
He might be right though. It's going to be tricky to hold.
Killjay sending all of his workers. Yeah, I mean he might clean it up with these workers, but he would have no follow-up. Numpaw's just going to continue to warp in units.
16 workers killed already, 17.
Oh, and he was actually focus firing down that Immortal, so yeah, well, I expect to see Killjay tap out pretty soon here. Yep, here's the GG.